Hey guys, welcome to another initial hands-on review, which means I have not spent an immense amount of time inside this game. However, I have played enough to get a pretty good idea and description of the game and an impression of how it's going to go far enough as to give you guys at least my initial impression. So today we're looking at a little game called My Time at Portia, or Portia, going with traditional English language literature rules. I'm going to call it Portia. I believe they call it that in the game as well. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention very much. Again, initial hands-on review. What's important is the gameplay. Is it fun? What kind of game is it? Where is it going? And whether it's worth any kind of purchase or rental, that sort of thing. And that's what we're going to get into. First of all, we'll just break it down. The game itself is essentially sort of a PlayStation version of like a Animal Crossing. That's the first game that came to mind when I got into this was, okay, this is sort of an Animal Crossing type situation. There's combat. It's a little bit of a Portal Knights situation. There is crafting and all of the things you would assume you would have in like a Animal Crossing type game. In fact, I mean, it's literally, there is a guy that is essentially your Tom Nook character, and everything kind of plays out the same way that an Animal Crossing type game does. However, it's not the same kind of graphics or situation. There are differences. If you've ever seen or played the game Valheim, it actually kind of reminds me a little bit of some Valheim, as far as the way that there's like the crafting and farming. And when I say farming, I just mean like gathering resources from the world. The combat is actually not that bad. For what this game, I was expecting this game to be just like a really shitty, kind of Animal Crossing ripoff. That's honestly what I went into this game thinking. I've seen it in the PlayStation Store. I'm going to segue here. I've seen it in the PlayStation Store so many times, and I've almost bought it out of boredom just because the art looks good, the screenshots look good, the trailer, whatever you want to call it, the video for it, it didn't like turn me off. So it's just that, you never know what you're going to get with a game like this, and being a small studio, things like that, you never know what you're going to get out of it. And so whether or not you should take that risk is always, it's a risk. So hopefully I can help you clear some of that up. If you are, like I said, if you're just a gamer and you don't care about anything other than the fun of it, or you're an Animal Crossing fan but you don't have a Nintendo anymore, like my situation, I love Animal Crossing, but I'm not going to go buy a new Switch just to play Animal Crossing, so if you're in that position but you want that sort of same gameplay, this game's right up that alley. It really felt just like I was playing, that style of game. I don't know what you would really call that. It's sort of an open world crafting, which this has got that. There's decoration. There's you have to do jobs for the town and build stuff and decorate it and get rewards and whatnot by doing things just like you would in an Animal Crossing. However, as you can see, the graphics are a different style. I actually kind of like it. It reminds me of sort of that Genshin Impact sort of simplistic 3D models, but mixed with a decent art palette. So it's got that going for it. It's very easy. It holds your hand, so there's no need to get lost or not know what you're doing. It's got your typical hotbar down at the bottom and all of your Minecraft Terraria crafting game style menu. And so far it's really in depth. So again, this is just hands-on. I haven't gone really far into it, but at the moment, just a couple hours in, it really feels like it's going to be a pretty big game. I could spend a lot of time in this, and not as a hardcore game, but just actually as a casual game. It's a really fun, casual experience, if you want to put a label on it. But is it worth, you know, the price of admission? That's in the air. I will go ahead and disclaimer here that I recently purchased a year subscription of the PlayStation Now service for $59.99 US, and this is one of the games that's on there, and it's one of the games that I mentioned in my review of the PlayStation Now service that I've seen 100 times in the store, and I've just never bought it. I almost got it for my wife a few times. I've almost got it for myself a few times. I've seen it in there, but it's just never hit me at that price point or at the moment that I was ready to pull the trigger. However, PlayStation Now had this on it, and I was like, oh good, I've been wanting to play this for a long time. Now I get to try it out, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. So I am playing it not for free, but through PlayStation Now service, which means I didn't buy it for myself from the store. So I can't tell you that it's worth the price of buying it at the store. However, if you have PlayStation Now, definitely worth checking out. If you don't have PlayStation Now, go check out my review of the PlayStation Now service. Again, like, it's weird because I have no skin in this game. However, I do kind of feel like it's a really good value right now. Like, right as of July 2021, PlayStation Now is actually a really good service, and it's worth the value if you pay the yearly subscription, just $60, the price of one new game. That's my advertisement for that. If you want to know more, go check out that video. I just posted it a couple days before this, so, you know, go check that out and make a decision from there for yourself. However, back to my time at Portia. This game is actually really fun. As I was saying, it's got everything you would expect in a crafting sort of, it's actually kind of an action RPG crafting game, and it's got everything you'd want from that, and it seems to have a pretty robust game going, and it could last for several hours and days, and I am going to get more into it. I will probably make a fully developed review once I've spent some more time in it. You know, some tips, tricks, things like that. Sort of what I've discovered, my gripes about the game, those sort of things. But as for my initial hands-on review, if you were looking at this game and you're like, I don't know, well, I'm gonna tell you it is fun. If you're, you know, if you're not hung up on like hardcore, super in-depth, everything's got to be perfect games, this is super fun. Fun to look at, fun to play, easy to pick up and put down, crafting, open game. And like I said before, I would compare it heavily to the Animal Crossing style of games. You're literally doing the same things you would be doing in an Animal Crossing game. However, it's not Nintendo branded, and you don't have to listen to that weird gibberish. These guys are all fully voiced, and you can go talk to people. For better or worse, they speak in English, and they say words that you can understand, so you don't have to hear that, because that's what Animal Crossing sounds like. It was cute, like in 1996 or 7, whenever it first came out or whatever. It was cute then, because it was different. But now it's like, what are you guys doing? Either turn it off or give us the option for English. But maybe that's just part of the charm of Animal Crossing. However, as you can see, this goofy guy right here, here's your Tom Nook, and he will get you going and send you on your way and tell you how to get started. And like I said, didn't get too far in yet, but as you can see, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of crafting. It's pretty in-depth. So, and it's got a survival mechanic to it as well. Like, there's you have like a limited amount of stamina, and even things such as picking up something off the ground can use that stamina, and once it's gone, it's gone. There's other ways to, like, you know, re-up it, or you have to go to sleep. And then, you know, you saw it tracks the days, so it's like Animal Crossing, where, you know, you're gonna be doing some time management as well. So depending on how much you want to get into the game, it's there. And if you're familiar with Animal Crossing, you know what to expect. So there you go. My time at Portia. Is it worth buying it straight out of the store full price? I would say that this game is worth $15 full price if you found it in the store and you're into this sort of thing. I would say you will get $15 worth out of it for sure. Other than that, if you have the Now, play it, check it out. You might really like it. Otherwise, that's my bit. That's my initial hands-on review. Good game, solid for being what it is. I was surprised. I had an eye on it for a long time. Finally got to play it, and I am not disappointed. It's a pretty fun game. Just think Animal Crossing on the PlayStation, and there you go. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope that helped you out, and I'll see you next time. We got a bunch of reviews coming up, and I got a bunch of stuff that I've made before, so go check it out. Subscribe. Love you guys. All right. See you next time. Bye.